Welcome back to another cup. Been a week since I made one of these. I've been pretty busy with producing a shoot recently. It's been taking up a lot of my time. Today's beans, we have Tremor coffees, Honduras, Finca Mierisch, Santa Lucia, Geisha. The variety is Geisha. The process is wash. The flavor notes are bergamot, white floral, red apple, and bouquet. So I've been going to Tremor for the past 4 months now. I got a recommendation from my friend to stop by the cafe so he can check out, the flavors, because it was featured on another YouTube channel. I think it was the Kurasu's recommended Soul Cafe guide. I stopped by there, and the way that the cafe is styled and the beans that are provided and the flavor that comes out of the beans that are out of the choices really pulled me in. The staff also speaks English. Shout out to Rin and Hejin. They're, awesome people. They speak English. And they really just made this, I guess the whole cafe experience really interesting for foreigners. It's a really good vibe in there. And if you're in the Seoul area in Hongdae, I highly recommend you check them out. Tremor Coffee Commons, because they have 2 locations. So let's talk about gear real quick. I used my V60 Neo with the Cafec Abaca paper. Easy Presso, ZP6, setting at 4. I did my water temperature at 92. And just my scale. My brewing recipe is a slightly modified version of my typical recipe. I'm modifying my recipe. My brewing recipe today, 92 degrees Celsius, 14 grams at a 1:15 ratio with a ZP6 set at 4. So I start off with the switch close, and then I bloom for 30 milliliters. And then around 30 seconds, I add up to 110 milliliters. And then at 1 minute, I open the switch. And around 1:45, you pour up to the 210 milliliter and then let it draw down. It should finish around 3 minutes, 3:15. It looks like it gets clogged, but actually it doesn't. If you're using a washed variety, if you're using a natural, it might get a little clogged. So just be aware of that. But just things to think about, things to note. So let's get into the coffee. Delicious. The first flavor that you get is that bergamot flavor. If you don't know what a bergamot is, it's in between a grapefruit and a lemon, like a yuzu. It's very florally, it's very citrusy, but it's actually it's a little bitter. It's a little bit bitter, it's a little citrusy, it's a little bitter, it's very citrusy, and it's a little floral. So it's quite an interesting flavor. But immediately you get the bergamot flavor, and then that quickly dips down into a white floral like a jasmine. So you get that nice delicate flavor, and then the sweetness comes in with a nice red apple, and it's like a Washington apple kind of like density. And then it kind of just comes back down into a bouquet of flowers, kind of like a mixed floral situation, but the red apple carries kind of like that sweet, dense kind of like apple, Washington apple flavor kind of situation. Yeah, this is there's low acidity, no little to none acidity. Even though it's sour, it's not acidic, which is really interesting. I really like it. It's just a feel-good cup. This, like I said, I've been drinking this. I've been having this roast for quite some time now, and I've recommended it to all my friends that I introduce when they come to Korea. I say, hey, try the Santa Lucia. It's actually one of the best beans, and they all share the opinion and how it's prepared. I believe Tremor Coffee does a different preparation style for brewing. They do a 3-minute immersion, and then at 96 degrees, very high agitation. And then after 3 minutes of immersion, they let it draw down, and it's a really mellow body, really nice flavor, full, almost tea-like. Whereas mine is a little syrupy because of the 1:15 ratio, I believe. But it's clear, it has a clean taste, and it's exactly what you would expect how a flavor builds off of each other. So I think Tremor Coffee, I can't speak better words about them. I'm a big fan of them, and I wish all the best for them. If you learned what a bergamot tastes like today, please leave a comment. Nobody knows what a bergamot tastes like. It's like the biggest catch-all phrase. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you haven't joined my Discord channel, please join. I'm trying to find more people that I can have conversations with to just make a better cup of coffee. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.